this door here, having some food and a couple of drinks, because Deborah finally going to talk to Rebecca and tell her about the millions of dollars and diamonds that's sitting under the railroad. Deborah feels that she needs to talk to Rebecca about this. So they're walking down here. But behind them is a guy who had a little bit too much to drink. And I'm talking about a little bit too much. He comes down, he's staggering, right? And he's smacking himself, right? And he smacks himself again. I mean, he had a little bit too much. He's trying to hold on to this thing, right? And he just smacking himself, and he trying to catch himself, right? And he smacks himself again, and he almost falls, right? And Deborah and Rebecca, they just laugh. And we just checking out some locations, and Deborah and Rebecca, they're gonna be walking out of this bar right here. They're gonna be walking out of this door right here. And Deborah's going to be telling Rebecca about some of the diamonds and jewels. As Deborah and Rebecca, they're going to keep on walking, but they can't stop laughing at the guy in the back because he fell down, right? Because he had a little bit too much to drink. And he starts smacking himself. And he's having just a little, he had just a little bit too much to drink, and he smacks himself again. And Deborah and Rebecca, man, this is the behind the scenes, the making of the movie, Loved by the Railroad. And action! Now Deborah and Rebecca, they're going to walk alongside these tracks here, but they can't stop laughing at the guy behind them because they just laughing. They never seen nobody, right? Now check out what this guy's doing. He just left the bar, and they still laughing at the dude because he had a little bit too much to drink inside the bar. So you know he's really getting his stuff on, right? And they never seen nobody smack themselves, and he's drunk, right? And he just smacking himself. And Deborah and Rebecca, they keep on laughing. And the guy, he's smacking himself all, and Deborah and Rebecca, they can't stop laughing at the drunk though, right? We behind the scenes tonight. We down here in New London, Connecticut, going to demonstrate to you tonight one of the scenes that's in the film. Because this movie is a love story. It's like a romantic comedy. It's a suspense thriller. But tonight we're going to demonstrate to you one of the suspense thriller scenes. There's going to be a scene where Deborah and Rebecca is going to be walking out of a bar. The bar is going to be taking place over there, and we'll get over there in a few minutes. But after Deborah and Rebecca walks out of the bar, they come down here by the railroad. And Deborah, for really one of the first times in this film, is going to start talking to Rebecca about the millions of dollars that Deborah has hidden under the railroad. And Rebecca is like, you mean to tell me you really have these diamonds down here? Rebecca don't know what to do. She said, you really have millions of dollars and diamonds down here? And Deborah started going under here, under the platform, and she had the money hidden. And as they turn around, here come four guys, tall, white American guys, one Afro-American guy. And they come down here with bats and chains. And when Rebecca and Deborah turn around, it's about to be on down here. It's going to be Deborah and Rebecca. They're going to get into the biggest fight of the... Come down here a little bit. They're getting ready to get into one of the biggest fights, one of the biggest action films, scenes in this film. It's getting ready to go down. This is the behind the scenes, the making of the film, Loved by the Railroad. Come with me on this journey. Let's get a shot of the water right here. Let's get a shot of the water. And let's get a shot of the boat. Let's get a medium close shot of the boat. Now this is one of the thriller scenes. You better sit back and relax on this scene right here. Because Deborah is going to be walking at night through this parking lot. And she's walking, and now a lot of people is starting to find out that she has these millions of dollars in jewels and diamonds hidden under the railroad. So people are really starting to find out about this, and they coming after her. I mean, one after another is starting to find out that Deborah got the diamonds, and I'm talking about real diamonds and real crystals. Right? So she's going to see them following her. They're going to be following Deborah, a few guys. So Deborah is going to see the guys. She's going to turn her head, and Deborah's going to like, what? And she's going to really dive into this water right here. She's going to dive into the water, and Deborah's going to jump on that boat right there. And one of the guys is going to jump in the water to try to get Deborah. She's going to drive off in this boat, man. And you know what? This boat gets away. And the guy going to be on back of the boat. But I'm telling you something right now. He ain't going to make it on top of that boat. Not if Deborah can help it. I'm telling you, this thing about to turn into a suspense thriller. We behind the scenes, man. I'm out now trying to find the locations for the film. This is Love by the Railroad. We behind the scenes. Come with me on this journey to the Oscars. And I'm telling you, this is where the suspense coming at, man. I mean, I'm talking about it's getting ready to turn into a serious action film here. When they turn around, there go those guys. They got Rebecca by the neck. They got Deborah in the headlock. And they just want the diamonds. And they telling Deborah, give me the diamonds. And they throw Rebecca down. And Rebecca say, Deborah, come on now, please tell them where the diamonds at. And they choking Rebecca. And the guy is kicking Rebecca. And she's saying, Deborah, she's fighting for her life right now. She's saying, Deborah, give the guys the diamonds. And let me tell you something. Thank God. Now this is where Alan and Tim and Wayne, it's going to be a nighttime scene, exterior night. And Alan and Wayne and Tim is going to get out their car and they're going to run up here, right here. Let's get a shot right here. Now Rebecca is down on the ground. Deborah is about right over here. Then the guys, they're going to run off. But they're not going to get the diamonds though. And then Rebecca is going to say, Deborah. I mean, everybody's starting to ask now, Deborah. I mean, what's going on with you and these diamonds? I mean, how much of these diamonds do you have down by the railroad? And she's going to be hesitant, but guess what she's getting ready to say? Hey, this is behind the scenes of the making of Love by the Railroad. This may be Adrian's house. Come with me on this journey to the Oscars. We're talking about a love story here. Love by the Railroad is a love story. A romantic love story. They down here, two horses. Darrell is on one horse, William is on one horse. They begin kissing each other. And they start making love on top of the horse. I'm talking about a romantic love story. They making love on side of the horse. Passionate love. And then, after they finish making love, they sitting in front of the horses, they tired. And they sweating like they just jumped out of the shower. I mean, they are soaking wet. They only been making love for 30 seconds. And then Deborah, right? She got sexy lingerie on. Sexy lingerie. Now, during the daytime, she got jeans on, hard hat, you know, looking like a construction worker. Right now, she's on a horse. Now she's coming to get her diamonds. I mean, girl, you just got finished making love. You dripping wet, like you just jumped out of the shower. William can't understand it. She said, Deborah, we just got finished making love on the horse. What are you doing? She said, William, I got to get some of my diamonds out of here. I got to get some of this cash out of here. They get back on the horse. And William is just shaking his head. He don't know what to do. She gives William a kiss. And he kisses her back. I mean, this is Love by the Railroad.